I'm Philip Bradshaw. I farm 65 miles west of Springfield, Illinois, 35 miles east of Hannibal, Missouri, right between the Illinois and Mississippi rivers. I was chairman of the Illinois Pork Producers Association back when we were starting the checkoff program for pork. Then I went on and became chairman of the Illinois Soybean Association after the checkoff was started, but I helped work with starting a soybean checkoff in Illinois. Well, it's very disappointing for me in my lifetime to see the quality of soybeans actually go down. I just wrote the book, Your Food, My Adventure. And in that, there's about $1 billion raised by farmers that are contributing to checkoffs. Now, I personally pay soybeans, corn, and pork checkoff. If you have a higher, better profile amino acid in your soybean, you're naturally going to need to use less of it. And the other major ingredient in our pork chicken rations is corn. So if you use less soybean meal, you need to use less soybean meal, it's going to be replaced with corn. Just makes sense. And so that's one of the reasons I was, kind of interested in what the project we're talking about here.
My name is Frank Dahl. I'm a dairy farmer in Pocahontas, Illinois. We milk about 200 Holsteins. We farm about 800 acres of corn, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa. Feedback I got when we talked about the oil and the protein levels dropping, I had no idea. That was complete news to me, and I'd like to be part of the solution, and I didn't even know you could select for different levels of oil and protein in the soybeans. But I got on my seed salesman, hey, why don't we do this? And they said, well, nobody asked for it. So I told them I'm the guy asking for it right now. So we're trying, I'm working with those guys to try to increase the oil and the protein content of the soybeans that I use here on this farm.
The quality depends on what the end user wants. So we're pretty much end user driven about quality standards. I want to know more about the quality because the more you understand about the value that is generated for the product that you're using, you're better able to meet the need of your consumer.
So I think farmers out here begin to look at it when you're raising $1 billion off of agriculture and checkoff programs and first point of sale. They need to do some cooperation. They need to have some cooperation. I would say you need pork production people there. They know the feed, they know the feed rations, they know the way the pigs gain. They got all that information. And corn, so corn and soybean need to work with the pork producers. It just makes sense to me that it probably does because of the way they have to process it to make it and all that it would have more greenhouse gases. But I have no way, that's just to me, it's just kind of logical. But I think it would be for the soybean industry if they, with all the push that's being put on now for environmental greenhouse gases, if that's a good solid figure, it's a plus for the soybean farmer.
People that are really environmentally conscious about their own farms, their farms generally prosper. I think that we can ride through the countryside here. You can see people implementing no-till, people implementing water quality setbacks from moving water, and people are about that. I think farmers are the original environmentalists.